I grew up in East Texas, so it's really small country town, and I have a brother and a sister, so I'm the oldest. I met him when I was really young. I was 19, and I thought he was so cool. He was this big guy and lifted weights, and he thought he was cool, so I thought it was cool. So about a year and a half later, I got pregnant with my son. And he wasn't really happy about the pregnancy. And he asked me to get an abortion, but I decided that I wanted to keep my baby, so I did. There were red flags always, but I thought that I could maybe show him a different way and, make things better somehow. I had my daughter in 2004. And he was upset about that also. He really didn't want me to have her. At first it was more verbal abuse, and then it became more physical. So over the years it just became worse and worse because I stood up to him and I confronted him about things that he did wrong. He would get mad, and there were times when he threw me across the room. He was a big guy. Like I would just fly like a little rag doll or something. There were times when he would throw things at me, hit me. There was one time when he choked me when my son was little, to the point where I was really cold, and I thought that I was I felt like I was really close to dying. And I think he got up because he was scared, because he thought that I was too. So that was a really bad memory. To leave is the scariest thing you can do. Plus, I had 2 kids that depended on me. I didn't know what I would do or where I would go or anything. And he was a financial provider, so he made more money, and he a lot of times held that over my head to make me stay. So I left, and I didn't look back. My sister and mom came and got me, and I was reconnected with my, kids and everything. And I had to go back to the house to get my things, and he didn't come back. I was referred to Catholic Charities too. And I remember calling them and kind of saying, hey, this is my situation and I really don't know what to do, but I need some type of help finding out what I can do. I remember it was Remington and Brandy at the time. They came over, and it was crazy because God opened so many doors and so many people came into my life that I knew were supposed to come at that time. And that's how I felt when they were there. There was a lot at first of emotional support that they helped me with, like the different stages that I went through. So they helped me actually move into the apartment that we're in now, which is awesome. I felt amazing. And every time that they came, I felt like some type of burden or stress, or I used to call it these bricks on my shoulders, like weighing me down. So when they would, after our meeting, I felt like some of that was lifted. I was in prison with my ex for like 17 years, and I was, he tried to strip me of everything, and he could never break my spirit. So, but I lost myself, and I became someone that I thought would make him happy, to try to fix things and make things right. So I lost myself in the process. And it's almost like you learn how to live again. You learn how to live again emotionally, physically, financially.
I feel like I'm myself again, and I feel free, and I feel so thankful. Being away is the best feeling that you could ever feel, the most freeing, and I don't even know how to put it into words because it's so overwhelming. It's never too late. Like my situation was 17 years, so even if you've been in it for 30 years, it's never too late. And you can always make a change, and you can always do better. And there's life outside of that is amazing and peaceful. You deserve so much better. You deserve so much better.